Guess what I'm reviewing today? Come on, guess. Come on. So for those of you who don't know, one of my favorite superheroes out there is Deadpool. I love the Merc with the Mouth. I love anything that breaks the fourth wall, and Deadpool definitely does that. Having conversations with himself with multiple voices in his head is always funny. Making jokes that other Marvel characters look at him like he's insane, but we know he's talking to the reader is just amazing. So when I heard that Deadpool was making a game, you bet your ass I went out and reserved a copy. And I got it the other day and started playing it. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. There are some things wrong with it. Now, I love the game. Don't get me wrong. It's a funny game. But there are some things that could be better, could be worse. The game is a hack and slash shooter where you run around as Deadpool trying to complete missions and get paid, because that's what Deadpool does. Or so you'd think. The main story, which is actually the secondary story in Deadpool's eyes, is about Sinister trying to genetically perfect the world. And he plans on doing that by killing everybody and making clones. But that's not the main story in Deadpool's eyes. No, the story in Deadpool's eyes is he is just trying to make an entertaining game, which he says over and over again to both the player, the creator, and the studios who have made the game. And that's where we come to one of the things I didn't like about the game. Like I said, I love breaking the fourth wall, but at times it got a little too much. I liked the fact that he would talk to the player, and I liked the fact that he would talk to other people helping create the game. In fact, one of my favorite jokes in it is right in the beginning. He calls up Nolan North, who voices Deadpool in the game, and in pretty much everything Deadpool so far, and tells him he needs to voice Deadpool in his game. And basically you get a bizarre world where Nolan North is talking to Nolan North about voicing Deadpool as Deadpool. My brain kind of hurts just thinking about that, but go with it. But after about the 5th or 6th time they call attention to the fact that this is a game and that you are just playing a game, it got kind of annoying. Not to the point where I stopped playing, mind you, but it got just a little bit annoying. There are certain sections of the game where they force you to do stealthy stuff, and I failed that so many times because the animations are really long and drawn out, and by the time I got done stealth killing a guy, the guy who was going to stealth kill next had turned around and walked halfway back to me and saw me, and I automatically failed and made me restart. That got annoying. That got controller-breakingly frustrating. But again, not enough to make me stop playing the game. Just enough to make me set it down for a little while, take a break, and have a cup of coffee or something. And there are things I really loved about the game, too. I love that every now and then you would switch into Pulo-vision, where Deadpool sees the world as he sees things, and it's all just his imagination. But we're seeing it as the player because we are him. So when he goes up to grope a beautiful busty lady, turns out it's actually Cable and he gets punched in the face. Which is really funny. There's even a section where when you're talking to Death you have to go through and do these trials. And it's basically this whole carnival game where you're in a little ship shooting balls at cardboard cutouts. And when it cuts away, all you see are dead people just everywhere. And he doesn't even know the difference. And I think that's where they got Deadpool really right. They chose to show the tragic side of his story in a comedic way, which is how Deadpool shows everything. That's why I love his comics. And while it may seem that he's doing something completely insane and doesn't make any sense, it's actually part of a grand plan that makes everything work out in the end, such as making 10,000 some odd pancakes to fill a swimming pool. Control isn't bad. It's a button masher. You mash X for combos, you mash Y for combos, B for dodge, and then to pull the trigger to shoot the gun, which I found really intuitive because you pull the trigger to shoot a gun. And the music is actually kind of forgettable. The only thing I really remember about the music is when Deadpool says he wants theme music, and they play a little Deadpool theme that lasts about 5 seconds and then goes away. And it made me laugh. So, I'm going to give Deadpool a recommendation. It's a great game, funny story, gets a little annoying every now and then, but good game. Let me know what you think, leave a comment, please subscribe, and I hope to see you guys next time.